everyone, it's Andrea from the Milky Plant community. Today I'm going to share with you how to make cashew coconut bars. These are perfect snack size bars, excellent for putting in lunchboxes. Let's get baking. So to start with, I'm going to make some plant milk. Today I'm going to make a cashew and coconut milk because they're cashew coconut bars. So into my Milky Plant machine, I've already put my water, and into the top I'm going to add some cashew nuts, some shredded coconut, and 2 dates. So making milk in the Milky Plant is so simple. I've put my ingredients in the top. Now I'm going to put my lid on, pop my bottle in the bottom, and then it's so simple. I just turn the machine on and make my milk. So my nut milk is ready. That is absolutely gorgeous. It's really creamy and beautiful, and my whole family loves cashew milk. So this is a winner. Now, the reason I love Milky Plant is because it's actually super easy to clean. It takes just a few minutes and I don't even need to do anything. I just need to top my water up at the back, press a button, and it cleans it for me. For today's recipe, I'm not going to use any of the milk I've just made. I am going to use the nut pulp that is left over instead. So in this little compartment here, my nut pulp. So this is my cashew and coconut pulp from making my milk. I'm going to use all of this in making these bars today. So all of this is going to go into my mixing bowl. So to my nut pulp, I'm also going to add a few extra dry ingredients. So I've got some oats, some coconut, some extra cashew nuts. I've chopped these up so they're nice and chunky, and some toasted rice cereal. So we're going to stir all this together, and while I have been making my milk and preparing these ingredients, I have had my oven preheating behind me at 180. And what I'm going to do with these dry ingredients once they are all mixed together is I'm going to toast them. I'm going to pop them onto a baking tray and I'm going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's going to allow my nuts in here and my coconut to toast up, and that's just going to bring out the flavor and make it extra delicious. So my bake is out of the oven. I'm just going to leave it there for a few minutes to cool. And now I'm going to bring back that same bowl that I mixed all that in before. I'm going to use the same bowl to save me on washing up. And in here, I'm going to put some of my wet ingredients. So to start with, I'm going to use some nut butter. I'm using almond butter because that's what I had in my cupboards today. But if you've got some cashew butter or some peanut butter, that will work really well too. Just keep in mind that whatever nut butter you use will give a little bit of that flavor to your bars. To that, I'm also going to add in some golden syrup, some vanilla, some cinnamon, and finally some salt. I'm going to give all this a quick mix together until it's all well combined and smooth. And once all that is combined, it's time to add the cooling ingredients in with the wet ingredients. And to this as well, I'm going to add some raisins for a little bit of extra sweetness. You can add any dried fruit you want. You can add currants, you can add sultanas, even dried cranberries or something like that if you would like as well, but I'm using raisins today. And now we're going to mix everything together until everything is really well combined. Now, while I've been doing all this, my oven has still been on behind me. I've left it on, so it's still on 180, and it's keeping it nice and warm because we are going to bake this in a minute. So once everything is mixed together, I have here an 8 by 8 square tin. So I'm going to pop all this mixture into here, and then we're just going to press it down nice and evenly all over the bottom. And you want to compress this down because that's what's going to help them form into bars. So once you have pressed that into your tin, for the final touch, I'm going to add some extra coconut. This is just a tablespoon or so of flake coconut. You don't have to use all of it, but I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top. So that's my coconut done. This is going back in my oven for 10 minutes. So my bars are out of the oven and they have cooled down, and now all that's left for me to do is chop them up and enjoy. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we shall see you next time. Happy baking.